This is a 10-minute Qigong session you can do at your desk. It's modified from the 14 movements that we do in the Qigong system, but I just thought because I spend a lot of time at my desk as well, these are things that I do daily just to loosen up a bit. So I put them into a little bit of a practice that you can do at your desk, modified. You can do them once a day or a couple times a day, depending on how tight and sore and stressed you are. So the idea here is to open up the body and to de-stress at the same time. So Qigong basically is breathing and moving connected. So you're trying to create connection between the breath and the movement within your body. So the first thing that I like to do is, normally we're hunched over, so I like to just sit, plant my feet, sit upright at my desk, and then just breathe into my belly. So we did belly breathing in one of the other videos. So essentially you're breathing in, your belly will go out, and as you breathe out, your belly will come in. You're not trying to lift a high chest. Your chest should be relaxed, shoulders relaxed. If you have arms on your chair, take them down. A lot of the time we get strains in our shoulders because our arms are here. So take them off, rest them on your dantian, which is just below your belly button, and just do 5 breaths. So your eyes closed, open, doesn't really matter. Even if everything's going on around you, you're focusing on the breathing. So you breathe in, that fills the stomach, and you breathe out. So I'm going to talk you through this, and then you can do it all in your own time. Something you'll probably notice with your breathing is the first 2 or 3 will be shallow, and then as you get better at it, so say if you did 10 breaths, you might need 10 rather than 5, your breathing becomes deeper. So the first one might be a wee bit, and you're not getting much out of it, but the more you focus on it, the more you do it, the more you'll get out of it. Once you get into the habit, 5 is a great start, and it's a good way of just switching you off from the work and getting you into place here. So the first movement we're going to do is reeling the silk. So you're just cupping in front of yourself and dumping. So the way I think about it is I'm scooping out of a bowl and then dumping out to the side. But we do it both hands at the one time, and I'm allowing my waist to turn. So rather than just forcing a stretch, which we like to do, you're just going to allow. So initially you might keep reeling the silk, might be tight, and then over time you'll turn through with the hand and turn back as you dump and turn through. So each of these you're just going to do for about 90 seconds. So just have a wee timer in front of you and just time about 90 seconds. You can do it slow or really slow. No point doing it fast. Just thinking of from Peep Show when he did it fast. You're trying to slow the mind and the body down. So you're just coming back, dumping out, and scooping. So there's a lot going on here. You're rotating through the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and then chest is getting moved, and also the waist. So you just reel it in, and you do this for about 90 seconds. Once you've done that one, come back to your neutral position. And just take a breath and then settle again. Then after that one, you're going to open the chest. So you hold the ball, a wee tiny ball in front of you, and then you lead with your elbows, and then open out, and then you come back together again. So I breathe in as I open, so I'm expanding the chest as well as doing the belly breathing. So my chest expands, and then I breathe out as I press back again. You can, if you want, switch it around. So breathe out as you go out and breathe in as you come in. Doesn't really matter. For now, it's just about opening up the body. And if you need to point your fingertips to get a bit more of a stretch, that's fine as well. And then bringing it back. So you're compressing back. If you start to get into the energy work and the feeling of chi, I feel the whole of my aura, and then I compress down as well. And I feel like magnets pressing away from each other. You're just trying to lift and breathe and close. Again, just a nice steady rhythm. You don't want to breathe in and out, you want to breathe in out. So it's a nice, slow, steady pace. Your hands and your breath go together. And just moving. And that's just allowing the chest to expand. And again, the whole time we're sitting in a good posture. We're still doing our 9 gates, but seated. We're not hunched over and doing this sort of thing. You're up and a nice strong, not bowed, nice strong, straight back, straight spine. I'm elevating my head like it's being pulled up. I'm just opening the body. So you might find the chest doesn't open as much at the start, and then by the time you've done a minute to 90 seconds, you can get a good expansion of the chest, and you're opening it and closing it as much as you can. Once you've done that one, you go back and just take a breath or two just to recenter. You should notice when you're doing this, by now you should notice you're a wee bit freer. The next one is reach into the sky. So I like to trace, so I'm opening up my lat, and then I open up here and press as high as I can to the sky, and then I rotate back down and come down, and I switch my hands. So my hands are just resting in front. And I trace up, I breathe in, trace in, rotate, press, and then I breathe out as I come down. And again, Qigong is just breathing and moving. So if you think, I would like to do that the other way, I'd like to breathe out as I do this move, and then breathe in as I come down, that's fine. Or breathe in as you go up, and out as you come down, and that's also fine. You're just switching hands, tracing across, still in a good upright position. When you're breathing in, you expand in your stomach, rotate, press. I'm trying to stretch out here, and then back down, and then the same thing. As I breathe in, I go up. So I'm doing this a wee bit faster just for this explanation. As I breathe out, my stomach sinks as my hand comes down and traces. So you're just going to do that one for 90 seconds as well. You just bring it across, reaching up to the sky, and then back down again. And then you just repeat. You're trying to open up the whole upper body. So we've done a lot, twisting, opening the upper body. The next step is to do lower body. So I'll just do it sideways so that you can see it. I'll zoom out a bit here. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe in, you lift your knee. As you breathe out, you just press the leg forward. Even if it has to go down, that's fine. Breathe it in, and then out as you settle. Hands can just rest here, but you don't want to be falling forward. You want to sit upright. So you're breathing in, lift, press, back, down. So even if I'm seated forward, this is something that I find myself doing quite a bit when I'm working on the computer. I'll just be sitting and I lift my leg and I press it out. So I'm trying not to march with it. I'm trying to lift up my knee, press it out in front. You can flex your toe or point your toe. It's up to you. And then back and then down. My hands can rest at my side, or they can hold the side if you need a bit more stability, or if you need it to go lower. But ideally we have a good upright position. We're breathing in as we lift. Compress as the hip, press out as we breathe out. Breathe in, out as you go down. And you're just putting them back flat on the ground. Again, we're doing this for 90 seconds. And then finally, once we've done that, we go back to our 5 breaths. The only difference in this 5 breaths and the first 5 breaths is, as I'm doing the breath, I'm doing a wee body scan just to see if I feel I need to move a wee bit or shimmy a wee bit. And then I just do my nice breaths, belly breathe in, push the stomach out, breathe out, press it in. And the way we were taught this in Tai Chi and Qigong is the belly breathing helps you sort of wring out the dead chi off your organs. So when you're doing this, you're sort of compressing and moving everything like a really lazy belly dancer, I suppose. So that Qigong set should take you about 10 minutes to do. You can do this every single day. It's a very light, simple movement. 90 seconds on each move, plus your neutral position, neutral breathing in between. So let me know how you get on with that, and I'll talk to you in the next video.